Welcome back. Episode 10 to the Garage Squad.
We did it.
We're here. We're here.
Look at us synced up for episode 10.
Jinx, you owe me a soda? Or a drink? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Our first milestone?
I would say so. Yeah, I would say it's a milestone for us.
Hey, as long as you guys are watching,
We didn't go 3 and out.
Yep. We're here.
We're 10 deep. And we got a burrito review out now.
Mm-hmm. Go check them out.
Yeah, we got some extra content now, so I'd say we're pretty legit.
Yeah, I'm having fun with it. It's I look forward to all these every time.
And now we got a big change.
What's that change?
Well, I'd like to introduce our new producer to the show, Kenji.
Hey guys.
All nervous.
He's our behind the scenes guy now.
Yeah.
He does all our editing and everything anyway. So that's Kenji. I'll let him introduce himself.
Yeah, I'm here. I've been making all the clips that you guys have seen, editing the podcast for these gentlemen. I'm excited to be here and be able to look things up on the fly.
Yeah, because if you know us, I never have facts.
I'm pretty much talking out of my ass 100% of the time, and I'm wrong probably like 100% of the time.
Oh yeah.
And we were talking, and we were like, "Well, Kenji's already, doing a lot for us. Let's see if, this would be something that he'd be interested in." And he kind of brought it up, which made it an easier conversation to have. And I think it'll be beneficial for our show, for us, and for you guys, because last episode we're talking about video games and statistics and all these things, and we're just like, I don't know, we're just shooting from the hip. And
by the way, I was right. It was Super Mario.
Yes, you were right.
Yeah.
Well,
That was like the best franchise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, or like most.
Well, yeah.
Highest grossing.
Right.
Or like most money made.
Yeah, I mean, it's been around since
Yeah, and Kenji's, I know he's fucking editing. He's like, you dumbasses, just look it up first.
Yeah, I gotta hold you accountable.
Yes.
But yeah, so we wanted to introduce Kenji. But what's up with you, man? We always do our catch up. So what's up?
Yeah, last couple weeks been a little crazy. Fucking emergency surgery for Chewy.
Yeah, I mean,
He was acting a little funky, and take him to the vet, and had a blockage in his intestine, and had to cut him open. Fucking take that shit out.
He's
golf ball size hairball, basically. And
he was just eating a bunch of random shit. Or
yeah,
what?
I think everybody here with thick ass hair, throwing balls, park, everything. It just kind of piled up inside of him, and hair is one of those things that doesn't digest.
Sure.
And everything just started piling on top of it. But he's good to go now. Stitches came out today.
Yeah.
And he's rocking and rolling.
Yeah. See, this is why we also brought Kenji on. We forgot to start the timer, and then I hear the beep, and Kenji started the timer.
Damn
so see, this is why we needed him.
I was like, he's texting over there. I was like, nope. Fucking he's starting the timer.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, turn your fucking phone off. All mean. No. But I'm glad he's okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad everything went smooth. I remember you texting me, and I was just like, let me know what's up if you guys need anything. So I'm glad that he's solid.
Pretty chipper too.
Yeah, dude. He
just instantly brought a toy.
Yeah. That dude's just down.
Yeah. I would have never thought you just.
Day 2 after surgery, he was already like, take me to the park.
Oh,
and
sweet.
Yeah. Now,
love that.
Now I took him today for the first time, and it was back to his normal self.
Yeah.
So rocking and rolling.
That's good. I'm glad. Because that's an extension of your family. That's a family member.
Oh yeah, he's like a second son now.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah.
You got to make sure that everyone's good.
Yep. That, and got the cops called on me.
For what? You wore a tank top to the VIP lounge and they fucking wanted to kick you out again, or what?
We live next to a school, and I was outside without a shirt on, so Dylan and his buddies were playing outside, and I hear, Dad, come outside. I was like, he's like, cops are here. I was like, what the fuck? Walk outside. Officers walking in the driveway. He's like, hey, how you doing? I was like, good. What's up? He's like, I'm here to do a wellness check. I was like, on my house, or like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
He's like, well, I got a complaint that there's been crying and screaming. I'm like, okay.
All right. Yeah. What?
Can you elaborate? And he's like, well, someone called it on this address. And I was like, I know exactly who it was. I was like, I got a Karen ass neighbor, and she hates it when my kids are outside playing and they're loud. And Dylan was outside. Taylor was on the porch with me. And he goes, everything good here? And I was like, everything's great, dude. I was like, My son's been out here playing basketball with his buddies. They're very loud. They are loud. Trust me. I get it. And I have a neighbor that can't stand it when kids are outside playing and having fun. And he's like, okay. He's like, who all lives here? And I was like, yeah, exactly. But he was like, everything good with them? He looked at Taylor. She's like, yes. I was like, I said it didn't come from inside the house. I said, my kids were playing outside and the angry ass neighbor. He's like, gotcha. He's like, but we're all good. I was like, we're good. He looks at the kids. He's like, you all good? He's like, yeah. He's like, Dylan was like, I'm sorry if we're loud. He's like, don't be sorry for being outside playing. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to go fucking slit my neighbor's tires because she's a pain in the ass.
Gonna make my blood boil again. Mm-hmm. Ridiculous.
Yep. Other than that,
they're kids. Let them have a good time.
Yeah, he said that too. He's like, people don't appreciate kids being outside these days, which is
crazy.
Yeah, they're not on their iPads.
You never see kids outside anymore.
And I even told him, I was like, dude, I said, are both those your sons? Because he had his buddy here. Mm-hmm. I was like, no, that's his friend that is very loud. Yeah. I was like, I yell at him all the time, just keep it down, dude. Yeah. And he's like, all good here. And he dips off. And when he was walking to his car, 2 more cop cars pulled up. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Did you have to talk to them too?
No, he went and told them everything. Of course, a neighborhood like this, cop cars, all the neighbors come out and I'm like, great.
Yeah, because they're trying to see what's going on. Everyone's all
peeking over their bushes and shit.
Fucking with each all nosy.
I was like, dude, we live next to a school. There's kids crying all the time. There's a daycare at the end of the street. Fucking get over it, old lady.
Yeah. I mean, she got nothing better going on.
Yeah.
Well, that's what brings joy to her life. So.
I'm going to slit her fucking tires. So, I mean, allegedly.
Just put a rock and then tighten the little cap so that way it just deflates overnight.
Yeah.
She gets in. She's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. But other than that, how you been?
Good. I mean, same old, dude. Honestly, just working and taking care of kids, really. That's kind of what...
He's that daddy life.
I'm just fucking blue collar, dude.
But you don't... Where'd they come up with blue collar? Do you wear a blue collared shirt to work?
No, if anything, my fucking collar's brown because I'm fucking dirty.
I think it was like back in the day, like blue collar, like that was like the uniform that like maybe like line workers would wear.
Oh, that makes sense.
Construction workers. You know, like those Dickies, like those jumpsuit things.
Right.
I think that's like the blue
the Michael Myers dude.
Yeah.
The fucking
white collar
right there.
Yeah. And white collar is like you're wearing like a dress shirt to work.
This is why we hired him.
Yeah. No, my collar's bright fucking orange. It's high vis orange.
Oh, hard
I'm on job. Yeah, I'm on job sites and they're like, we got to see you. But no, I'm good, dude. I've been solid. Just sparky grind.
Nice.
Just learning and fucking doing it.
Awesome.
But we're solid.
But,
I see you got something over there for us.
You weren't supposed to peek, but
I don't see it. It's wrapped. But go ahead and bust it out.
On our first episode, you were down as shit. And I said, why not? Episode 10, our first milestone. Let's bring something back.
Let's kick it off with a bang.
Bringing the salts back. Bringing the fucking salts back.
And that means now that we have a producer on the show, they also have to do the shit that
Why do I get roped in on this shit?
It's part of the job, dude.
Bro. I'm not going to make you. If you consent, dude. Only if you
That's
consent.
the kind of bullshit that men are like, I mean, dude, if you don't want to...
Holy shit. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That had to... He got fucking...
It went my throat
you got
that time.
Smoke fucking...
Did you guys hear that? That shit just popped on me.
You like how you pretended you were nice? You basically said, if you're not a bitch.
Yeah, pretty much.
You going first? You want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Hit that shit.
Cheers, camera. Boy. Oh, boy. Oh. It's already in my throat.
It's in my gums.
Wait, so what's the point of this shit? It's supposed to wake you up?
It's supposed to be...
How is that enjoyable
it's supposed to be for like working out and stuff before they do like a heavy lift. Ooh. They'll smell that to like pump themselves up and then...
Ooh, my eyes are watering.
It clears everything, clears the mind, clears everything. And
instead of just doing like some pre-workout, people were just sniffing
this is like
in the gym.
Oh, dude, I'm about to go hit a personal best on some squats right now.
It's in my eyes already. Here we go.
Goodness.
I'm already...
Dude, I went deep on that one.
Mother...
You don't have to do it that hard.
I'll do it, but I mean...
Woo! That feels good.
1 to 10, how hard are you breathing in?
You just give a,
I went full 10 right
give
now
a
and it
good
fucked
10.
me, but don't do 10. You
Hold
could
it
do
like-
like 5.
Just like a little.
yeah. Don't do a full like, because you're gonna.
How close am I supposed to put this?
About
shit?
this
Not
far.
like this, like
Here.
this.
No,
Yeah,
closer.
I'm a little
I'm
closer.
breathing through my mouth right now.
Yeah, no, a little closer. That's about good. Yeah.
I'm a little clogged up. That only went through the left side.
You
That
gotta-
wasn't as bad
gotta
as
No,
I
it
thought
kind
it
of
was.
clogged me up. I want to hit it one more time.
That actually wasn't. It was kind of a delayed reaction. I feel like I breathed in and I didn't feel shit for like a second.
One, go a little closer. Sorry. Next one, go a little closer, and then just like get a little heavier of a rip. I feel like it.
And if you're
almost
clogged on one side, try go to that side. See if you can pick it up.
I'm gonna close my nose here and just totally yay this right now. Oh, dude, doing one hurts.
That's pretty much all I felt, even from that far away one. Was
Yeah.
only my. I didn't feel it on
That
the
one
right
hurt.
side.
That one hurt, kind of actually.
How far
good.
was I here?
Yeah, you were pretty low.
Yeah.
Right here.
Bring it out. Bring it. Like on a second one.
Yeah, maybe like middle sternum
Here?
Yeah.
Bring your you can
Get a
leave it
good
where you're
whiff.
at. Bring your nose down a little bit there.
Get a good
Oh,
whiff.
dude, it's like my
Yeah.
my eyes.
Yes.
Oh my god, it's in my eyes.
Yeah. It's supposed to. Yeah. It got
Oh,
him. There
God.
it is. There it is.
Time.
Yeah.
Get that shit away from me.
Yeah, that's it.
Here's the cap for it.
Thanks for taking it and putting the cap on for me.
Yeah. He's all take it away from me and then you don't take it and you leave it.
All right.
Poor guy. Okay.
Oh,
Damn.
So it got you that time?
I'm
Oh,
zooted.
yeah.
I'm zooted and booted. How you feeling? You all
I'm
right?
about to flip the table.
Yeah, dude. I want to fucking
Get this
like
thing fucking away.
I want to run through it. You know what?
Oh god.
That makes me
Crying.
feel like I could beat a fucking gorilla in a fight, which brings me up to my main topic I've been wanting to talk about. I've been seeing memes about this shit for days now. One gorilla versus 100 men. Who's winning that fight?
Dude, I'll take him one-on-one if I take some of that shit first.
That's what I'm saying, dude. You let me rip that.
I think might take that and just crumble.
Yeah.
Just end me now.
Yeah.
Rip my arms out
Yeah,
of
just
my
rip
socket.
it and then be like, go ahead and rip my head off now.
All right. I got a question.
Okay.
Are we just raw dog? Wrong word. Are we just
No, we're not raw dogging.
Okay.
That's how AIDS were invented, dude.
wrong word for it? Are we just pile driving this dude or still the wrong
That's
word?
still not good. That was really
dude,
bad.
Are we just gangbanging this fucking gorilla or what?
Those shits got me fucked. All right. Are we jumping him or is it one-on-one until he gasses
I think it's a gorilla
versus a
and
100
then-
dudes?
and then a bukkake of men around.
Dude. Fuck. What's a gorilla weigh? About 400 pounds?
I don't know.
Find out.
Let's ask. Okay,
Gotta
but
be.
dude, he's got to be a hefty dude.
So a big
I'm
gorilla?
thinking like a nice silverback, like alpha.
It says male gorillas typically weigh between 286 and 507. So if we're on
Oh.
average, dude, like 400 for like a big boy.
Yeah, we're thinking alpha, so like
That-
around 400 pounds.
That's also 400 pounds of muscle.
Okay.
If you're trying to do a lineup, they're all dead.
You can't go 1v1. You'll never win.
But I think it would take about probably 60 of them.
Yeah,
The first,
so I saw the poll and I voted for. I was like, oh, the men will win, and everybody was like, whoever voted men, you're crazy. And I'm like, yeah, I might be crazy, but also
are all these dudes, do these,
100 fucking dudes, one gorilla.
so what kind of dudes we
eventually-
talking? Like gym dudes or like,
That was my question. Like if you got 100 dudes that work in like an office,
right,
I think
they're all
they
fucked.
might be fucked.
Yeah, maybe.
But like, what if you throw in like few competent people and it's like
A bunch of
90 regular dudes?
think
90
about
U-
just average dudes.
90
Just think
UFC
about,
fighters.
just
and
think
What's
about-
an average dude like us
yeah,
times whatever to
Yeah.
get to 100?
uh-huh.
I think we can do it.
Yeah, 100%.
are you going first?
Here's the thing. Here's the. There's gonna be people that are for sure got to take one for the team.
Or is it just we're just making them go first?
I would say at least like 30 people are taking.
Wait, can I get it like a good line? Like, are you lining up and running straight
I'm-
at them?
I'm-
or are
I'm
you
a-
able to kind of like
I'm imagining
circle?
you surround his ass, and then everyone just like first wave piles in, the second wave starts coming
Dude,
in.
I'm getting this dude in a rear naked choke, and you all are going to go crazy.
Fingers in
But
the
dude,
nose.
a rear naked choke would be like a little kid putting their,
Right, I'd have to like...
Yeah. And then he fangs your
And he
fucking
just does
arm.
this and grabs me by the back and chucks the shit out of me.
Yeah, he's taken out a good solid like 30
Dude, now
to
that I
40
think
people.
about it, the strength of a fucking gorilla.
Can you look up and see how strong a gorilla is? Like what they're... I
'Cause to
don't even
me,
know what
I'm a
in
230
terms
pound...
that would mean, but...
I'm fairly strong. If I jump on a gorilla's back, he's going to two pinky finger me and flick me off his back.
So on average, they're 4 to 10 times stronger than a human. Of course, that scales.
let's say
it
7.
says they can lift up to 10 times their body weight.
Yeah.
And if they're weighing 400 pounds, 10 times their...
He can
Dude,
lift
they can lift a
4,000
truck.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm on the fucking gorilla's
car,
side
rather.
now. Like, I think the gorilla's taking this
Well,
shit.
Put it
100
this
dudes is a lot of
What if
people, dude.
So what if he just runs at you and just...
Wait, but what if you, in a perfect scenario, someone like gouges its eyes out?
Right,
How
that's
far
what-
is it going after that?
That's what I'm saying. If you get people that get licks on it pretty solid,
Hear me out, though. Hear me
right
out.
into the fucking eye.
So we're about to start the fight. He's standing over there. If he just starts charging and just does like the Hulk thing and to get shit out of his way, if you get backhanded by, you're probably not getting back up.
I think you would. You're
I
getting...
don't think you're getting
That's
back.
7
No?
times a
I don't
backhand
think so.
straight
I
to
guess
the
you're right.
face.
Yeah, I guess you're kind of right.
And
I'd
then he
like to
turns
just-
and does the same thing. And if he like Donkey Kong rolls into
Yeah,
you.
but then that gives other people enough time to try to slow him down while you're like recovering, and then you get up, and then you're like, all right, I'm about to get my lick back.
You know, I didn't really think about those points until now.
I know. I
kinda
didn't either.
thought that
I
it would
didn't
wait
either.
for us to rush.
Right, like he's
I don't
just standing
think-
there like Mortal Kombat waiting to fucking...
No, I think if he runs at you guys, you might be fucked.
Yeah.
Wait,
You're in on this fight too, so...
What if you kick him in the balls? How far?
That's see.
He doesn't know how to fight dirty.
What if you?
Yeah,
what if
but
you,
they-
What if
take,
you just get in there and just fucking?
Have
Yeah.
you
What
guys-
if you take a finger and just go? Fink?
Have you seen the way a
Oh,
gorilla run?
shit.
They run sideways at you. You ain't got time to tickle his thing.
You don't, but the other fucking 99 people
Before my
might.
head gets stomped on, I might.
I don't know, guys.
Dude, this is how I imagine it going. I imagine him in the middle, everyone's circled around. I think he charges a little bit. The first person he charges at, he's just grabbing jaw, mouth, and just going, Kah!
Does it?
And then everyone's just like, oh shit, we're dead. And then he just, because everyone's like, oh, he's just fighting. Dude, they have fangs. They have crazy teeth.
and
He's biting. There's no way he's not biting to like survive.
I mean, this is a weird question. Like, how much stamina does a gorilla have?
I don't know how to quantify
I don't know.
that.
I don't
Right.
think you can quantify
I don't know.
that.
Let's
Because
see.
if
I
he's
just-
7
We might
times
be able
stronger,
to find out how much, how
like what their endurance
Yeah, I think it
is.
gassed
7
out.
times stronger than a human, you got to figure their capacity everywhere else is heightened.
So it says here, gorillas, while incredibly strong, their stamina is not on par with human
Okay,
endurance.
okay.
So they're
Okay.
built for bursts of power and strength, relying on fast movements. But like running, dude.
Yeah, so
So
they
you have
have
to run away, gas them out, then you
Maybe.
fuck them up.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Maybe he's got like an ultimate, and he uses his ultimate.
That's
and then he's
basically what
got,
it
yeah,
is.
he's got a cooldown period.
Right.
And then you're like, all right, we got a good minute where we
Right.
could fuck him up for a little bit while he's like a little
so
tired. See, so I would say the playing field is pretty even.
and if everybody at once, like you guys said, surrounded, if you say he does his pile drive, there's still that little bump might get 10 people off.
That's what
And
I'm
if
saying.
everybody, but he could just start fucking.
And you got to think.
What if he starts using you as a fucking weapon though?
well,
too?
you're fucked. You're ragdolled and you're dead. There's nothing about that, but.
Ah, damn.
I don't know. It's been an interesting topic. I saw another post actually today on my break, and it was like they said some scientists broke it down and they did like a simulation.
Who'd they give it to?
The men.
Really?
They said the casualties would be like anywhere from like 15 to like 40 people, which
Oh,
makes sense.
I think it's
I
more
see
than
here
that.
it says experts claim 30 to 40 men could easily defeat a gorilla. Supposedly. That's also by the Indian Express.
Is this a
Whoever the fuck
silverback?
they
Yeah,
are.
I'm okay. And now if it's 100 Indian men versus a gorilla, they're losing. They're 100% losing.
They could.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah. I wanted to hear it, but
Yeah.
yeah, they're losing. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I think if it's a bunch of dudes like us, I think we win Not
What are you
by
doing?
Yeah, yeah.
What kind of Indian?
Not by
What kind of Indian? My Indian or fucking?
no.
That kind of sounded German.
Dot.
That kind of
Dot,
sounded
yeah.
German.
Yeah.
With the what are you
Yeah,
doing?
dot, not feather.
Okay.
Yeah,
Damn.
so
Wait, can I reverse the roles a bit for you guys?
sure.
What if it was you against 100 kindergartners?
Ooh.
This one I've heard.
Yeah.
You think you're taking out 100 kindergartners?
Kindergartners. I'm sorry, I'm fucking you.
I think so.
You think
I
you
think
take out
so.
100, dude?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't hit hard.
But they're like bloodthirsty.
or
That's
wait,
like
like,
zombies.
that might
like, do they have
change
extra
things, yeah.
strength or are they as
No,
strong as
they're
a?
just a regular 6-year-old.
But they're just do they know how to fight?
No, they're just
Oh, I'm
No,
fucking
they're
them up.
6-year-old.
I think I'd like to say I would fuck them up, but also I'm gonna be
Gas.
fully honest. About 20 kids deep, I'm huffing and puffing.
And if they start doing like the World War Z
dude,
thing
they
on
start
you and
crawling on me,
just yeah,
start clawing at my shit. They get their little plastic scissors that can't cut their skin, but shake me with it. I don't know, dude. I'd like to say I could win, but I don't have the stamina for it.
dude. If they're
I'm like a gorilla in this. I'm the gorilla in this situation.
exactly.
100%.
What if you put yourself in
I'm
Okay.
the gorilla.
100 kindergartners, 2025 or 1995.
2025, I have a really good chance because 90% of them are all iPad babies.
Right, 1990 kids
Yeah.
or 80s kids.
I'll just baby finger, and then they'll be all fucking locked in or whatever it is that they watch now. They're probably too old for
That's
that.
a good one too, because my stamina, I don't think I could fuck that.
Yeah,
like,
go ahead and throw like 3 roundhouse kicks right now and tell me how your breath is after. You're huffing.
yeah. Now I'm the gorilla in this 100
Yeah, that's what I'm
thing
saying.
situation.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's a good. Kenji's got a good
Are they?
point.
They're biting and pinching everything.
everything, dude.
I mean, my kids got it. Sometimes my kids can lay some good shots on me too.
For a little
Where
bit
you're
though,
like laying there and they're just like smack, and you're just like, oh, dude, what was that for?
for me though, like there's certain things that rage me and I get like stronger. Like if you back slap me, that's my ultimate no square. You don't touch my lower back with your hand, I get stronger.
Yeah, we'll see right
If these kids start patty caking my back, I'm effing them up hard.
What if you get one of these smelling salts and then 100 kids?
Oh, they're dead.
Yeah.
Big whiff.
I'm taking out 35 immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm grabbing one kid and just immediately helicoptering them into the crowd.
I'm
of
using
children.
both as two as nunchucks just to. These kids got nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's funny that you bring that up because it's funny to be on the other side of it because it's like, oh yeah, 100, yeah, we definitely got it. But then when you're the one,
I think that's like a fair 1-to-1, like
Yeah.
a gorilla versus like 100 grown ass men
100%,
versus like a
because
grown ass
because
man.
we're
like,
probably 7 times stronger than
Right.
a kindergartner.
Oh, for sure.
I would assume. So
I don't think a kindergartner can even pick up like a 20-pound weight.
No.
I don't know.
Shit, some of the kids
We
that come over can't even pick up the 20-pound
Yeah,
weights I have.
we took our kids to the park today, and there's a new park over by like E Street. You know how they like redid all the stuff down there, and they did the new hotel and all that. They built like it's called Sweetwater Park, but they had like this big sand area for like kids to play in, and there was like big fucking rocks,
Mhm.
and Bria was like picking them up, but they're in sand, so we took their shoes off. And we were all just like, no.
Yeah, she's gonna
yeah,
by
don't.
toes.
But we were like, I was like kind of surprised that she could like lift this like rock because it's not like it's huge, but
Still.
I mean, it's a hefty rock. You know what I mean? And I was like, dang. So
she can be a little lifter.
don't underestimate the children. You know what I mean? She's only 3, bro.
Dude, by the time she's in kindergarten,
What?
I was going. I was
yeah,
going.
by the time she's in kindergarten, what?
I was going back to
Was she
like
gonna fucking
100 of her.
squat?
100 of her.
Yeah,
Like if she's already lifting rocks and shit,
that's what I'm
the
saying.
kids are winning.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I thought of a question the other day on my drive home from Carlsbad because it takes me fucking
You have a-
9 years to get home.
You have a lot of time to think.
Yeah. So I don't know why I thought about it, but maybe because I was leaving my job. I was like, what do you think the worst jobs are? And then, yeah, I thought of like, oh, probably being like, no offense, garbage men, but they make a lot of money, but then it's like, oh, it stinks. But like that's like a typical answer. So then I started trying to think outside of the box. And I got a few in my head, but I was curious to see what you might say.
A couple come to mind that anything dealing with feces
Okay.
like
Shitty job.
pumping,
Literally.
like shit pumpers, and anything to do with like body parts. Like, who are the people that? Yeah, the cops go to the murder scene, but who are the people that?
Oh yeah, the bio
are picking
cleanup.
all that shit up and then cleaning like.
Fucking Dexter.
Dude.
Not even Dexter. He sees it and then he leaves. Like the people that are they're mopping the floors and scraping the ceilings. Like
That's actually number 2 on this list that I'm
is
looking
it?
at.
Is it?
Is like crime scene cleaner.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like that. Like
I love that this is where the conversation went because my brain did not go this route.
Yeah, mine wouldn't have either.
My brain went complete opposite of like, yeah, that's gnarly, but like I'm like, oh, that's kind of like a career.
But to me,
I'm
that, like,
thinking of like a shitty fucking job. Like,
like
dude.
what a fucking Jack in the Box
You want to
employee?
hear? Okay, here's one. No, here's one. Think about this. Imagine being the janitor for a dorm room. Yeah, you're going to a shower and there's fucking creams all over the place.
What kind of
and you're-
creams
Yeah,
are you
exactly.
talking about?
Is it creams or is it creams? Like, what kind of fucking cream is it? Like, oh, dude, it's just a bunch of dudes wanking it and fucking. It's just nasty. Nobody cares.
There's those like they
Well, who cleans it?
don't though. Aren't they responsible enough to clean their own fucking
fuck
dorms?
No.
Dude,
It's
with
communal
the tuition
shower.
their parents are paying.
Oh.
No way
It's
those kids are
communal. They're
cleaning it.
communal showers.
I didn't even think of that.
Okay. See, now you see where I'm going. Here's my second one. This one, I think, is pretty fucking hilarious. Now imagine you pull up to this nice farm, okay? And you're like, oh, all right, got all my shit. I'm here to do my job. And you put on this long fucking glove. And then you dip your hand in a glass of fucking horse splooge. And then you go and you got to fist a horse to get it pregnant. Okay?
So you're going more like comical horrible jobs.
Dude.
Wait, would you rather do that though, or would you rather be the guy collecting the sperm?
Or would you rather be
Which one's worse?
See?
Which
Oh.
one's worse though?
Okay, but
Dude,
okay,
I've
so
seen
imagine
videos of that.
Don't they do
shit.
that in Jackass or something?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and then they fucking drink it and they put it in everybody's lotion
Yeah, you
and
gotta,
shit.
you gotta
Yeah.
jerk a horse off
Yeah.
with a fucking sleeve.
Okay,
Saw that shit on
So
Yellowstone.
imagine going home after a long day and you give your wife a hug and she's like, ooh, your fucking
smell like nut.
your shoulder stinks and be like, oh sorry, I just got a bunch of hussy on me. Like, oh dude, like what?
It'd be huffy.
Like, dude, that's fucking crazy, dude.
Your shirt's all stiff when
yeah,
you
you're
take
like,
it off.
No, you're just fucking like, dude, that's rough.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying.
But rather do that or pick brain matter off ceiling.
I don't know. I mean,
I'm putting the glove on.
yeah.
I think so. Versus those two.
Dude, so a couple I saw on this list, back to your shit theory, pretty high up on this list are manure inspectors.
What is
Okay.
that?
I mean,
Like-
people, you gotta.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
just
like-
testing shit.
Like manure, like cow manure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
for getting for crops and shit.
Yeah.
No pun intended. The next one actually is, what about the dudes that clean porta potties?
let me ask my
Yeah.
brother-in-law.
Those dudes make good money.
They do.
See, so that's kind of like the garbage man thing. Like, is it that bad if you're compensated for
Yeah,
it?
it's the same
Right.
people that like clean septic tanks.
Yeah, you gotta like weigh like, okay, this job sucks, but like if you get paid a lot of money for doing it,
Right. Yeah, because
Well, what's a shitty job that
You don't get paid
a
for it,
lot and
right.
it fucking sucks?
I would say fast food, but they make almost more than I make now. So.
I got one for you guys. You want to hear number one on this list?
Yes, please.
A motel maid.
Yeah, dude.
They don't get paid shit.
No, and he's saying motel, not hotel.
No.
So
Motel.
motel is worse.
So imagine
So-
you're in Arkansas, Motel 6.
yeah, a bunch
Dude.
of
They're
fucking,
getting paid like $9 an hour.
and they're fucking cleaning.
Pull up,
Who knows what?
Pull up a black light in that place.
Oh,
Oh,
dude.
hell no.
Hooker Central,
That's pretty bad.
Murder Central. There's just homicides, all types of.
It
shit.
wasn't there a
Science
study
in there?
a study too that like for all motels, like those low budget ones, like they don't even change the
I
the
believe it.
comforters. They just change the sheets
Yeah,
in the bed.
Wait, they're not washing the comforter?
They're not washing the comforters, I don't believe. And it's just the sheets that they're changing.
I'm going to start sleeping in my car.
dude.
Yeah,
Like, I'd rather
exactly.
sleep in my car.
dude.
Yeah.
that's pretty rough.
I think I was watching one of those like Mike Rowe back in the day
Yeah.
type of like worst jobs, dirty jobs, whatever. And they didn't wash the comforters. And I was like, that's foul.
That is pretty disgusting. Cause
Yeah.
Have you guys noticed sometimes the comforters are a little crusty?
They're a little stiff.
You go to like a not a super nice hotel, that comfort is a little crunchy compared to the one you got.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this bed's really stiff.
And what's one thing what do you do when you get into a hotel room? You jump on the bed and you're like,
lay on the bed.
Oh, why is it so crusty?
Oh.
Why am I stuck
I don't like
to
this.
it?
I don't like this. Now I'm going to only stay at fucking nice hotels.
So what I see right here where it says the hotel made is that they're usually unequipped with like the proper tools.
I believe that.
So most of the time they don't really have anything other than like gloves, bleach, and like basic cleaning supplies.
I'm surprised they even have cleaning supplies because I bet you a lot of those places are cheap and they're just like, oh, fuck it, throw fucking dish soap.
I think bleach is probably pretty cheap.
Yeah, dish soap and water.
Yeah, they're probably just spraying it.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Another one on this list I see is assembly workers. Probably not that bad in America. In China, it's probably pretty bad.
I mean,
they're like 12 years old.
That's the kids. Yeah.
Yeah, those kids are fucking 10 years old.
Yeah, they made our phones for us.
But I think like assembly working... I mean, what's like a bad assembly worker?
I mean, I've heard working for Amazon is like awful.
Dude, didn't you see when they did that undercover thing? People were like pissing in water bottles and stuff?
Yeah. That I've heard that like working in warehouses like that could be rough, and like Amazon especially is like one of those where people are just like not happy
because typically they don't go to like industrial places where you can go to the restroom.
Well, they don't like let them leave their spot because they have to be where they're at, and they don't give them their breaks that they're supposed to get, and like all this shit. I'm like, dude, if anyone works for Amazon, not bashing you, just saying what I've seen and what I've heard.
And Nate used to work for Amazon, but he was they delivered bigger stuff, but he said kind of the same stuff. Like if you got to take a shit, you're pulling into a Jack in the Box.
Yeah,
like it's not like there's.
Well, yeah, I mean, with your delivery, that's kind of how it goes,
right? Yeah,
you gotta find a target
or a water bottle.
But like, what if you're the guy for like 8 hours a day? You like screw a lid on something,
right?
Like it's going through the line, and you're just going, for 8 hours a day.
Yeah, no, my hands are done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cramping and I can't move my fucking hands.
I guess there's a difference between like shitty jobs and like shittier jobs when it comes to like, is it more just tiring and like repetitive, or like you're siphoning shit out of a porta potty?
Yeah.
I saw one too on a list here that I'm looking at of people that work in like old folks homes and stuff like that.
Oh,
like the mental aspect of like cleaning up after them.
Well,
like,
here, I'll raise my hand. I worked in senior living for a long fucking time.
That's right.
So I had to clean their carpets, especially when fucking like a norovirus outbreak happened or some shit.
When Gertrude puked everywhere.
And she fucking diarrheaed all over. When she was sliding into first and felt a sudden burst, I had to fucking clean that shit.
Climbing up a ladder?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. I mean, that shit sucked. But I think the hardest part for like senior living shit is watching the old people get old. And that sounds stupid.
It's
and
mentally
cliche, but
it's mentally
challenging. I think it's mentally taxing.
Yeah, when you're like a lot of the places I worked at were like assisted living and then like a memory care. So when I would see somebody move in on the assisted living side, and then I would see them get to the point that they needed to go to the memory care side, that's when it gets tough, because you're like, dang, like this person came in and was like,
did you ever get to know him?
Oh, dude, all the time.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, that was hard. I think that was one of the hardest parts, is like you're watching people's like transition of life pretty much.
Right.
And it's like, dang, dude, it's a gnarly, you have to be like okay with it and like understand like, oh, it's just a part of life, you know? I think that part, that the mental aspect, like he's saying, is like kind of crazy, because yeah, you're just watching people digress in a sense.
Well,
you're like, oh fuck.
To that point, what about hospice nurses?
Same shit.
You're there to watch them die.
Yeah, you're there to make them comfortable
knowing that they ain't coming out of this.
Yeah, but I think the people that do that are like,
but mentally, that's got to do something to you. You just watch people pass away every day.
Yeah, or I mean, if you look at it that way, but I feel like you can look at it the way like, I'm making sure that this person is passing away comfortably.
True.
Before this episode gets all deep and dark. And
right.
Can I give you one more gnarly one mentally before we get lighthearted?
Oh, yeah.
What about like social workers? That's a pretty gnarly job.
Yeah, dude.
Like you guys are as parents.
As parents, yeah.
Imagine like the worst of the worst parents, like the people who like where CPS has to take intervention, social workers who like
Yeah,
work with these kids. Like that's got to be like mentally taxing.
It's like the people that do like first 48 shit,
I
like
don't know what that
the
is.
homicide detectives.
Right.
Yeah,
It's the
okay.
same thing.
Yeah.
It's like you there's no turning that off. Like you have to just learn to be okay with the situation.
That's tough.
I couldn't do it. But
No.
I mean, I think that's kind of like, I mean, I don't want to speak for my wife or anything, but I think along the lines of her whole career and what she went to school for, that's kind of along the lines of like what she does.
Like troubled children
yeah,
and stuff.
like
Yeah.
taking care of them. So like, I think it's just like a mental thing. Like you either have it or you don't. And like, you can understand how to do it and like turn it off and like, or maybe you'd never turn it off. I don't know. I don't do it, so I wouldn't know, but that's got to be tough.
This is all like,
I mean, that's probably worse than fisting a horse and getting it pregnant, but that
I guess it's an
I digress.
open-ended question because mentally for someone you could be strong and to us that'd be like, that's a shitty job. But physically you're like, oh, that's a shitty job or this, that, like, so it's a open-ended question.
That's a good point.
I also thought of, imagine, and I'm going way back in time. Imagine medieval times, okay? They didn't have fucking bathrooms, right?
Oh,
and they would dump their shit out the window. Who cleaned that?
Out the window. I thought they like dug a hole.
No, dude. A lot of places in like the big kingdoms, like when you were in the when you're in the
If
city,
you lived in a castle or something.
like if you were like in like you know
he's
like-
dumped it in the moat.
like far away in Shrek.
yeah,
Like you know how there's the main castle, but then there's like the little houses like
oh,
inside of it.
those people.
Like the people that are rich enough to live inside, but they're not in the castle, but they're in the
Yeah.
confined walls of the.
They were just dumping it on the.
They were just throwing shit out of their windows.
Well, that's just like you join the military and say you're stationed somewhere like in Iraq and all those porta potties they have or those outhouses.
Yeah.
The guy that's dragging the shit buckets out. Like I joined to serve and I'm dragging shit buckets out to go drain them
I
somewhere.
heard they just dug holes and they would just fill until it filled and then just
That's
move
like,
it.
but I know there's times where they actually had to go drain that shit.
I'm just saying, imagine having to wear fucking tights every day and go mop shit from fucking medieval people.
I'm good. Hopefully I was
I
that
got
guy
some-
eating those grapes.
Yeah, because their diets back then were probably wild.
Oh yeah.
Were they though? Bread.
Probably good, actually.
Probably
now that I think
eating
about it.
bread.
Yeah, bread,
But all the
Fucking
kings and
some
shit were
well-done meat.
fat.
bread,
Well done meat and bread.
Dove.
Yeah.
yeah, dove,
That sounds
overcooked
terrible.
dove. Yeah,
And they were balling eating like that. Eating the well done steak.
Yeah, but then they drink a bunch of mead, and that's where it gets.
and you just shit your pants.
Yeah,
out.
Yeah.
you just drink a bunch of mead and wine and just fucking.
What is mead?
It's honey based
Yeah,
alcohol.
uh-huh.
So the sugars that
Oh.
ferment from honey is literally honey, water, and yeast.
So it just
I know too much about it because I've been wanting to make my own.
Okay.
But like you can literally just get like a 5-gallon thing. But
Dude
honey,
just making hooch in his room.
Yeah.
He's got a hooch.
Just
jug.
making prison wine. Yeah, but yeah, meat is just honey alcohol, honey, water, and yeast.
and it fucks you up.
I mean, you can get like a 10 to like 16%
Yeah, it's
alcohol.
It's like
out of
drinking
it.
a
It's
fucking
stronger
beer,
than
bro.
beer for
Yeah.
sure. Closer to wine.
More like
So-
fucking you're making your own shine, dude.
Yeah, about to go blind.
Yeah, shit.
oh, dude. Did you ever watch Moonshiners?
I did.
That show made me kind of want to like do that.
Have you ever had real moonshine?
Yeah, I had like a peppermint, dude.
Was it with me?
Yes, it was you. I think you gave me a jar.
Didn't we throw a Jolly Rancher? Not a Jolly Rancher, a gummy bear inside of it? No, it was a Jolly Rancher.
Maybe. I thought it was peppermint.
It might have been.
I don't know. I
'Cause
just remember you sat on the
my
jar
old-
after.
My old boss used to make it. I what?
What?
What'd I do?
You sat on the jar after? Remember you made a whole video?
If
Oh,
anyone
don't
knows what
you-
you're talking about, I feel bad for you because you're still scarred.
Dude. Yeah, let's not get into the
Yeah, okay.
glass jar
Okay.
guy.
Sorry.
Because he only made like one sound. Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, look at it. Let's not get into it and then starts getting into it like more in depth.
Oh, man. No, my old boss, his parents used to make it. They were from North Carolina, and they would send it to him in Listerine bottles.
Okay, so going back to a couple, episode ago, maybe 2 episodes ago when we were talking about our little neighborhood parties that we
Right.
would do, that's probably where I tried it.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Dude, I for some reason thought it was peppermint, but I could be wrong.
You could be right. That could have been the flavor of whatever he had given me at the time.
Yeah, I remember it's just like
It was usually pure and it tasted like vodka on steroids.
you're just drinking a ball
Gas.
of fire.
Yeah. It was drinking smelling salts.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
On fire.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just like take it down and you're just like, ooh.
Hooch.
I just saw a video of like some like redneck dude and he's just like, and you're like, I don't no idea what he said. And that's some good what does he say? He's like, that's some good corn syrup right here or some shit. And then he takes the whole mason jar, slams it, and he's like,
I saw that video.
dude, after, and then he just like, he's all trying to walk and just like passes out. And I'm like, well, yeah, you just fucking.
And there's a reason why they
that's-
speak that way.
That's what he said. That's some good old corn liquor. That's what he says. That's some good old corn liquor.
Where are you
Slams
watching this shit,
it.
dude?
Instagram, bro.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I think I saw that video.
Yeah, dude.
As soon as you started describing it,
Yeah, he's like,
I'll put it so people can see like the clip of
Literally
what's happening.
straw hat, overalls, no shirt, long beard.
Hey guys, Red here from Hillbillies in the Holler, and first things first, do not try this at home. Now, for those of you what doubt my hillbilly fortitude, let me show you here what we're working with. Can't see a thing, can you? Come a little closer. Listen here. That there's good old corn liquor right there. Here's what we're gonna do with it. Cheers. But there's a hillbilly shot. I tell you, that Red Bull give you wings, or that moonshine give you 4-wheel drive.
Didn't hit.
It
but
wasn't me.
That's fucking hilarious,
Dude.
oh man, the corn liquor. Dude, you should tell that guy to get you some more.
I just saw him like last week because he works for Red Bull and he came and hooked up.
Damn, he works for Red Bull and he's got a market there, I think. Red Bull and moonshine collab the two.
Oh, well, one's illegal, one's not.
Well, okay, off camera.
That's
Wait.
basically like an old Four Loko.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
yeah.
God.
Remember those?
Boy, do I. Don't we? That was
So
our
before
era.
Four Loko was the ones we used to drink. It looked like a battery. Oh fuck!
Battery?
It was before Four Loko. It looked like a AA battery. Literally, the gold on the top, the black, and we would drink 2 of those. It was the first like energy drink.
Called Sparks?
Sparks. Yeah.
Yes.
Sparks?
Yes. Oh my God, those would we would have 2 of those and a Smirnoff,
Dude. Oh,
and you
Jesus.
are
you're
good.
gone. You're probably gone.
Good. That's all we needed. But those sparks.
No,
would
we see our
fuck you
Our
up.
era was a sidewalk slammer, which was you get a 40 ounce and you get a Four Loko, and you chug half your 40 ounce, or just drink half your 40 ounce, and then you take your Four Loko and you pour it in that, and then you drink that. Sidewalk slammer, baby.
Jeez. I remember when we would go to the football games, and one of the most fucked up times I had, for sure, probably with you, was drinking a Four Loko and then a Steel Reserve.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Went to a football game, dude. I was just like blurry.
Yeah.
I was probably like 16 or
Yeah.
something, and I was just like, dude, I can't see shit.
It's like yeah, every Friday night we're like, all right, fuck it, who's got the Mad Dogs? Got blunts.
Mm.
What a good time, dude.
You
What a
think of it.
fun
You
era,
think of it
dude.
now. You're like, let me drink that now. You're like, fuck no.
I would drink a Mad Dog right now.
I would
Mad
drink
Dog 2020.
Dude, there's the liquor store like by my studio. They still got them.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw something the other day at the liquor store right here. It says made by Mad Dog 2020 in the little corner.
Oh yeah, they have a new.
Yeah, it's like a new little
Yeah,
drink. It was
little-
with the buzz balls.
Yeah,
And I was like, these motherfuckers are still around.
yeah, they're still in liquor stores. Dude, it was like this has got to be like 5-6 years ago. It feels like it was yesterday, but it wasn't. All my homies were like kicking it one day, and we just decided to go to the homie Chris's house when he lived over kind of by Pepper Tree. And I don't know, for whatever fucking reason, I was just like, oh, I'm kind of feeling nostalgic today. And I'm like, I'm going to get a Mad Dog. Does anybody want to drink one with me? And nobody was fucking down except CJ. So shout out to CJ for that. And we just drank fucking Mad Dogs while we were just fucking hanging out for no reason.
So the Mad Dog you're talking about, it did look like a
came
flask?
in like a weird little flask.
The
type
glass
thing. And then
flask?
they're like bright colors.
Yes.
It still looks like that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pink, orange, blue.
Yeah, yep, okay.
And
So my mom got me into those with
Yeah.
Hypnotic back in the day.
then Hypnotic is
Yeah. It
very-
tasted good,
very
though.
ratchet of you, dude.
Yeah.
That's very ratchet.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Lucas and the Mad Dogs, though.
Dude, I hope he watches this clip. So it was one of our buddies who, like, you know, we would all have him, and he's like, oh, I don't really have like the money to pitch in on it. So
Right.
he would like take one swig of like what
Everybody's.
everyone else had,
He's like, hey, can I get a swig? I'm like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
and then smoke a Lucky Strike after.
What's that?
A Lucky Strike is a cigarette, no filter.
Oh, okay.
So imagine like being like a high school kid and drinking like all the Mad Dog flavors. Smoke that cigarette. I'm guessing the first thing you can imagine is
Yep. No, thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you. That's like a
Every-
shotgun.
It's like every Friday, bro. Just going to the game. I was like, dude, this guy is an animal.
But he always hung, right?
Shout out to my boy, dude.
Yeah.
that's true.
Leslie Chan.
Yep.
Yeah, shouts out Lucas.
The good old days.
But
You guys are getting to those good old days times now.
I've been, dude. It's crazy to be at that point in life where I'm like, fuck. I mean, he knows he just turned 30.
Yeah,
Not that I've turned 30 that long ago, but you get to that point where you're like, oh fuck, I really am like looking back at times and I'm like, damn, what a time, what an era that was.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
You guys
'Cause
met in
I-
high school, right?
Middle school.
Middle school?
Yeah, it's not, we weren't super close in middle school, but we knew each other.
Grade younger?
No, we're the same.
Same?
year.
Oh,
I was
right.
telling Evan it's weird being in like this area of Chula Vista because I don't know anyone that lives around here besides you.
Mm-hmm.
So like driving like on H Street, I'm like, oh man.
It's
And like
nostalgic
even
'cause-
just driving on like the street over here, I'm like, oh, dude.
Brought back the memories.
So even just driving by like your parents' house or something, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh man, this good
yeah,
old
well, yeah,
Chula
'cause
Vista.
it's just like it just goes back to our childhood.
For
Like,
s-
we fucking grew up
yeah.
hanging out at my house, partying at my house, doing whatever.
For some reason, I thought your studio was on 3rd Avenue.
no, it's in National City.
Yeah.
But I remember what was that church spot called?
468, right here on the corner.
468.
Yeah, right here on the corner, bro.
Yeah.
Old
Yeah,
hangout?
it's still there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's
We're delinquents, dude.
yeah. It's so funny because I drive around Chula Vista and like I sound like such like one of those dudes like that guy's never gonna leave his hometown. He lived his glory days already. But
Right.
fuck you. I'm chilling. I'm doing great.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. Yeah, I drive around and I'm always telling my wife, I'm like, oh, I used to do this over at this spot, or like, oh, this place reminds me of this thing. And then I'm like, dude, you know what? I love where we live.
Mhm.
You know, like I think it's a wonderful place, but also like having roots to it also
Right.
makes it that much more nostalgic, even though it's like ever changing.
Mhm.
But like I'll just look back at a spot when we drive by and it just brings back so many memories that I'm like, dude, I'm never gonna leave.
I feel
I'm
I
a
have
fucking hometown boy at this
I
point.
have more roots here in Chula Vista than National City where I was raised.
True.
I mean, aside from like the riding bikes down there doing that kind of shit.
Yeah,
like,
but I think it's
all my fun shit started up here.
yeah, because
Yeah.
I was gonna say I think it depends on the era too
Mhm.
of like when things really became fun, I guess.
I've been here longer than I was there. I mean,
True.
Yeah.
True. I mean, yeah. I lived in Spring Valley the beginning of my life, so I
Right.
grew up kind of in a not great neighborhood.
But you never rooted there.
I mean, yeah, I did. I had like some of my best friends that I still like will talk to, or still live there or lived there. So, yeah, but I would say majority of my life is probably now here.
You were a little flower in the ground there.
Yeah.
Here you're a tree.
Yeah, I sprouted. Thanks, Mr. fucking philosophizer. Jesus.
Mr. Green Thumb.
Yeah, what are you, fucking Doctor Strange?
What is he? What was the face for? He's
Because
like,
that's what he does. Hold on. Because he has to think about what the fuck he's doing. Hold on, I don't want to fuck it up too much.
you look like more like Wong. Would you do that?
You want to suck my dong? Excuse me?
Never mind.
Hey,
Okay.
isn't Benedict Cumberbatch just like a crazy name?
Dude,
Yeah, Benedict,
bend my dick, Cumberbatch?
come in my back.
Yeah.
Like, what is
Yeah.
this shit? Great
Dude.
actor, but damn the name.
Is he actually from like the UK? I mean, dude, if you had that name growing
Why
up
are you
in
asking
America,
us? You got the computer in front of you.
I guess you're right. But dude, imagine having that name and just growing up in America.
No.
Dude.
Bend
the dick.
Bend my dick, come back.
Bend the dick, come on my back.
Sorry if any
Superhero fans.
younger people are.
Yeah, he's from the UK.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, imagine growing up in America and your name's Benedict.
Yeah.
Cumberbatch.
Hey, what's up, Eggs Benedict? You're like, sick fucking name.
I mean, he landed a dope role as a superhero, though.
Cumberbatch.
But that's not his name as a superhero.
What's his name?
Doctor Strange?
Yeah, what's his actual name? Do you know?
Like his
Stephen Strange?
I don't know. You should know.
Stephen Strange.
Yeah, Steven.
Yeah, it is.
I thought you meant like, I was like, wait, Benedict? No, that is his real name.
No, I just wanted to
Oh,
see if you actually
yeah,
knew his
yeah,
name. Because
Stephen
I feel like
Strange.
everyone's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's Dr. Strange. And you're
No,
like,
Stephen.
Yeah, but what's
shit,
his name?
Yeah,
Steven.
Stephen Strange.
Okay, that's a slippery slope because I don't know any like characters like actual names like outside of
Their character?
Like Tony Stark.
That's a layup.
Peter Parker?
Okay, also a layup.
King T'Challa?
Okay, point proven wrong. Move on.
You know
Okay.
enough.
Jesus, all right.
Miles
dude.
Morales? Gwen Stacy? Sorry, I'm just
Just name
naming.
three
I'm
Spider-Mans?
just naming all because I love Spider-Man. It's my favorite.
Is it your Spider? Would you be that if you were a superhero? Like if you had a power, like you woke up and you're like, I have a power. What would it be?
I don't think shooting webs from my wrist would be my choice.
Especially in Chula.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, dude. I think there's like a big part of me that's like, I would want to teleport
I like that.
because one, I have to go to fucking Carlsbad right now every day. Imagine I just wake up. I start at 6:30. Imagine if I just wake up at 6.
How do you get your truck there?
Why do I need my truck there?
Oh, you don't have like tools in the back and stuff?
Yeah, but what if I'm just holding my tools?
Oh, okay. You're all here.
I'm like, think, and I'm like right at my job site, like next to where I need to be.
Yeah, I thought Nightcrawler's power is always dope.
Yeah, I mean, also being like fucking Magneto or something would be wild. But what the fuck am I gonna do with that other than like steal everybody's metal and then go scrap it and make a bunch of money? You know what I mean? Like,
take everybody's copper.
Yeah. I'm at the job site and just stealing all the copper. Nobody knows because then I randomly teleport back and just. Yeah, I don't know. I think teleport would be up there. I think strength, like super strong, like Hulk type shit. I don't want to be Hulk and just like.
But
Me
that
angry.
strong.
Yeah, but me get strong or. I don't know. I feel like it depends on my mood, I guess. Because I feel like I could have answers that I feel like would be valid for anything. 'Cause
Yeah.
flying would be sick.
Yeah, but what would you do with like if you had like
If you say okay, but if you're somebody that's like X-ray vision, pervert, no,
Right.
get out of here.
Right.
You're a loser.
right?
Get bent. But
But because flying obviously would be sick. But if you're the only one flying, and we're us now, there's no super villains. It's cool you fly.
yeah, but if I could fly with my little electrician tool bag over all the traffic, and I'm just like, fuck you, I'm gonna be home in 20 minutes.
I always thought that Flash's power is sick. Super speed, and you can go into future and past, shit like that. Super speed.
So you're so fast that you can go.
But then I was like, what would I do with it?
Yeah, what are you gonna go back and kill baby Hitler?
Yeah, I'd fucking strangle that motherfucker.
You would kill a baby?
Yeah, Hitler. If I knew it was him.
Wait, but why
Yeah.
not reform him instead of killing him?
Yeah. Why do you have to
It's a
be?
pretty extreme take. Actually, wait, I take that back.
Yeah.
I'm not
Who's
defending.
the white guy in this conversation? So you're defending Hitler?
No. God, what a bad first episode. You guys are like, yeah, he's not going to be here next time.
They
don't
talked
worry.
about this
Cancel,
in Avengers.
cancel.
That's why he was just like, why don't you just go back and... yeah, because who knows? Say you take him and you're like, oh, I'm going to throw you in a different country and he still becomes the same person. You're like, fucked up. They could just go back again and...
You
end him?
just run back again.
Yeah, but...
You want to see me run over about that mountain? Want to see me do it again? You can be that guy.
But would there be powers that you could actually
Throw a
use?
pigskin over a mountain?
Yeah. Back in 87.
Like, what powers could you
Throw
actually
pigskin quarter
use
mile.
for good in our time? Oh, shit. Would you even tell anybody, though? Because then you'd be a science experiment.
Dude, honestly,
After
I feel
that-
like if if anybody had superpowers, it would be anything like the boys. Everyone's a piece of shit now.
Yes.
Nobody cares about anybody. It's all about themselves. They're just going to be like any superhero from the boys. What's the main dude? Why can't I think of his
Homelander?
name? Homelander. Thank you.
Because you would just get so fed up with shit and be like, you know what? Fuck
well, yeah,
everybody.
and then your ego would just be so big. And
Right.
you'd just be like a piece of shit. So would you... So then if you had the power, whatever power it is that you chose, would you try to keep it secret so that way people knew or didn't know?
I think living in the lifestyle we live now, I would keep it a secret. Depending on the power.
Yeah, I feel like...
Because if I was the Human Torch, you can't really keep that under wraps. I'm going to go flame on. People are going to see a fucking...
Imagine you're Ghost Rider.
sick
Oh, dude.
sick power in the comics, but they're going to see a dude riding a fucking Harley on fire.
Didn't somebody in the comics say like Ghost Rider would have defeated Thanos?
Yeah, like dude, there's certain venues of comics that Miss Marvel...
They were like, oh, Ghost Rider would have dismantled Thanos in 1 second.
He would have gone in his mind and took him to hell and all this shit. It's like, bitch, no, he wouldn't have. He would just fuck you.
They would have just grabbed his skull and just fucking...
Even pre-gauntlet.
I think those are... I was going to say pre-gauntlet.
Pre-gauntlet,
I think
yeah.
that's the argument.
Right. Because Gauntlet
That's
Thanos is... That's...
He's just broken.
They
well,
had,
yeah, there's nothing you can fucking do.
No, because they had to nerf him for the movies. Because comic book Gauntlet Thanos, sorry, that Endgame for
For
everybody.
real.
For everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
real deal.
I don't know, shit. If you had to pick one though, because
I feel like
I'm always like, oh, I'd be
feel
like Wolverine. You
I
fucking
feel like
claws.
I
And
feel
you're
like
strong.
teleport for me would probably be number one. I think.
Can you teleport people if you touch them?
Yeah, if they're with me,
Mm-hmm.
sure. Why not? I mean, I feel like that's fair, right? I don't know how superpowers work.
It's your own superpower.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, fuck it. If you're touching me, then you.
Then we all
come-
can join circles and like go
I'd
travel
be like,
places.
Yeah, dude. Be like, let's go film this next episode at fucking Guantanamo Bay.
Would you tell anybody?
What? That I teleported? No, I don't
That
think
you
so.
have a power.
No, yeah. So going back to what you're saying, no, probably because, like you said today, the amount of like coverage and like shit that would be on me all the time about it.
Oh, he's in Jamaica today,
I don't want to see
boys.
fucking TMZ being like, "Oh, teleport boy, fucking did this."
That'd be your name, Teleport Boy?
I hope not. I'd hope it'd be something cool like fucking "see you later" or whatever. I don't know.
I don't think that's
Teleport
much better.
Yeah,
Is it?
see
No.
you later,
I don't
dude.
think
See you
so,
later,
dude.
like CYA. See you later.
You gotta give a thumbs up every time you throw.
So if you
Tell-
guys,
tell-
Every time you have a thumbs up,
Every
a
episode,
thumbs-
every
Yeah.
fucking episode, Kenji's like, God damn, I gotta edit this shit out.
if you guys had superpowers though, like I know we've been talking a lot about like practicality and shit. Like, would you be trying to like save the world? Like, are you taking that
No,
into your hands?
No.
Or are you just like, dude, I'm gonna be a regular guy that has some cool powers? Or are you gonna be like, you know what, dude, I'm gonna fix this place?
Me personally, if I had an actual power that could do good, I would do good with it.
Well, I think everything could do good.
I mean, what if you like shot water out your fingers, but it was like just like little hose water? You're like water boy.
You're
You can
like,
go water.
I'm sorry, I know you want water, but it's
I'm gonna
Sierra
go water
Mist.
my neighbor's plants with it, but like
It's just Sierra Mist. I know
But-
it's not what you want, but it's what I have.
Can I make a plea for X-ray vision before you say I'm a pervert?
Sure,
Dude, what if you were just like a professional gambler? Just win all the time.
I'm
but you're staring at the dealer's dick the whole time. You're
Yeah.
like-
Well, I would
You're
hope
just
that I
like
have
fuck,
some-
fuck.
you can control the depth.
Yeah, I can control the depth.
Yeah,
But like, what if
He's
you're...
just- he like focused and he locks it on the cards and then he goes through the table and he's like, he's so hung.
I honestly think though I would do it for good if I had a power.
Well, can I name off
Well,
a few maybe that you guys didn't bring up, and
Yes.
maybe like we'll get your
maybe
input
you'll
on
change.
them?
Maybe you'll change my mind.
What about shape shifting?
Nope, still kind of weird.
So
Kind of boring.
Not boring. I just feel
What's-
like weird.
what's dude from what he had the
I guess
Ben 10
any of them can get weird. Ben 10.
or what's the dude from
What are you fucking 12 watching Cartoon Network?
yeah, I was around then.
Dude, you were 20 when I was 12.
What's the shapeshifter?
Why were you watching Ben 10? I'm just kidding. I'm not
think I'm
shaming you.
wrong.
I'm not shaming you.
Are you thinking Green Lantern?
No, not
Is
Green
he in
Lantern. I'm
shapeshift?
thinking from fuck.
You're for sure
What's
thinking
with
the kid with the watch?
No, with Robin and the chick with the diamond in her forehead.
Which?
Yeah, the witch lady.
Yeah.
What's the dude that
Raven.
could shapeshift?
Beast Boy?
Yeah,
Beast
Beast
Boy.
Boy.
Yeah, I
Was that just animals?
think it's just animals.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it's-
are you talking
yeah,
like
literally
I could
Beast
turn
Boy.
into like a car? like a transformer,
yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. It has to be organic.
Okay.
He's all, look at me, I'm a cucumber. Yeah, no, I don't.
I think I'm good off of that one.
I don't know if I'd want to do shapeshifting.
What about this? This one's pretty sweet. Probability manipulation. You just put odds in your favor.
Oh, see,
Is that even a superpower?
like you gamble on something, you know you're going to win, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah, you increase
100%.
your
Because then
odds.
you're just like the beginning of the NFL season starting, and you're just like
You win on every
you're
game.
manipulating it, and you're like, I'm.
Oh, I thought about it like I'm gonna win every argument I get in with my girl every time.
You'll still lose.
You could do that, but
You'll
Oh, the
still
probability, the 1%,
You'll
you
still lose.
you'll still, yeah. Regardless, in that situation, you're 100% going to lose. Even if it's 99 to 1, that 1 is 100%.
Okay.
So you're
Okay.
out. You lost.
She's like, babe, just go gamble, win us money. You're like,
Yeah.
all right.
What
Sounds
about
good.
okay? Last one I'm gonna bring up. What about like elemental manipulation? Not just fire. Like you get like all the elements.
So what's his face with the arrow on his forehead?
Aang?
Hang.
Mm-hmm.
He's airbender, though.
Well, I mean,
I-
technically,
yeah,
though,
yeah,
like,
well,
the Avatar can use
he
all
could
of
do
them.
all of yes.
Actually,
Actually.
well, is that kind of cool, or is that just
No, that's a dope power. Like,
Yeah, but like, what am I going to do with that?
be a firefighter?
I could be a firefighter. I can start
Actually,
fires.
I think there's diminishing returns. That's kind of the only cool thing you do.
Yeah.
What do you do with fire?
people
Go to
that
burn
can't
shit?
Go to
fire.
the circus. You're all.
I think that's
Yeah.
back to the you're just an experiment.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can.
Yeah, let's put it this
You
way.
can make earthquakes happen. I guess you could work for the government and control the.
I think you're fucked if you do that.
But
though.
you-
they're going to control you.
But
Probably.
you control stuff. Like if an earthquake's going to happen, I don't think you can prevent that from happening. Like you could create the world to shake.
Yeah.
Earth to
Side
shake.
note: did you guys feel the earthquake like
Yes.
a week ago or 2
Yeah.
weeks ago?
And my
Yeah.
room was
Dude,
shaking.
I was on a scissor lift, working on lights.
You were scissoring on a
I was
lift.
scissoring on a lift, and I'm like sitting on this thing, and I hear it before it happened, and I was like, "What is that noise?" Like I heard like a weird creaking, and I was like, "Huh." I was like, "What the fuck is that noise?" And I'm like looking over at the framers, and I'm like, "What's going on?" Anyways, my whole scissor lift was just crazy. But anyways, I'm just on a side note.
No,
now.
I was in the
But-
bathroom at a customer's, and I was like, "Do I got vertigo?" And I walk out, and the dude's like, "We're having an earthquake." He like started panicking, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, it was like a restaurant that I was servicing, and they weren't open yet, but his signs were all swinging and stuff."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Everybody get outside!" I was like, "Dude, it's an earth." He was freaking.
Yeah,
out.
all
I
the
was
people on
like-
the job site like dipped out.
Yeah, I was like,
and
dude.
I was just like on the scissor lift, like waiting for it to end. I just immediately pulled my phone out real quick and texted my wife. I'm like, "Are you and the kids okay?"
Yeah.
and she was like, "The kids didn't even know."
They ran outside. I like went to go pick up the carpets. I was like carrying shit out. I was like, "Later, guys."
I like to imagine Evan just standing on the scissor lift and everyone left, and he's like, "Guys,
Yeah,
Hello,
guys,
hello. The lights are off. It's all dark.
right.
I'm all scared. But yeah,
That's a hard question. So
well, what you didn't even give me your answer.
originally it was the Flash because
Oh, that's right. You did say that.
Like that's almost
Wait,
faster.
is time manipulation though like
That's almost
you're
faster than
talking about like
teleporting.
going fast? Like, what if you could like slow time?
Yeah, you
But
can't-
wait, but there's a catch. If you can slow time, you're still aging while time is slow.
Oh, that's horse shit. Though.
so you're like limited on how often. You
I
can
thought
use
about that
it.
like click,
yeah,
Yeah.
like the
exactly.
remote.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh, dude. I think about it all the time. Every time I'm in traffic, I'm like, what if I just paused this and just weaved all the way home?
But you get there and you're like,
But then I get home and then
you're
like
3
Well, that
days
ends
older.
like 20 minutes of your life.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So then like I'm getting older and I'm like, would it be worth it? And I'm like, maybe just on Fridays.
If we're talking realistic, I'm going like the Flash. Like you don't age when you do it. You just do it. I can zoom into the future and be like, I'm still me. Go back in the past.
Yeah,
Get my job done really quickly and then be done.
Yeah, I'll leave it at that. I think teleport is what I'll do.
Teleport's pretty solid. Honestly, both of yours are pretty solid.
Yeah.
I mean, teleport and fly. Because then,
What if you can't fly at super speed though? You're just flying slow
You're
shit.
like,
yeah, that
You're
would
going like
kinda
20 miles per hour.
Yeah, that would kind of suck, actually. Yeah, if I'm can go like speeds of a car.
like if I'm gonna fly, I want to be like Superman speed.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if my skin's made for that though.
You just got shit just peeled off.
Yeah, my shit's all fucked up.
You're all blown in
my
the wind.
eczema's all gnarly, all bad. But
That should be your power, just to cure eczema.
wow, dude, thanks. I'm just
You're all
go fuck
cured.
myself and work on my skincare routine. Thanks.
I like how
dude.
you didn't say something like, "Do you can cure cancer?
Oh yeah.
Like, you can cure eczema."
Yeah, it was.
Now I'm an
eczema.
asshole. Shit,
Yeah.
sorry, dude.
Yeah.
You gave me
Thanks,
good power.
Thanks,
You know, how many
That's the
people,
power you got.
you know how many people would love to be cured, but all right, it's about that time.
I think so. I mean, we hit a little over an hour already. I think it was a solid episode. I think it was a great episode to bring Kenji into.
I like the vibe.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to have him to fall back on for answers and
All of our
whatever the
falsehoods.
fuck else we're talking about. But yeah, episode 10 in the books. Again, if you haven't already, please check out our burrito reviews. That was like a big thing when we were starting up, and Cole and I have been really getting after it now, which is, I can't complain because now I'm getting to try to eat a bunch of different burritos.
Yeah, and I'm gaining weight. Need to start jogging now because we're eating burritos.
Oh, I'm not gaining
yeah,
weight,
you're
actually.
losing this shit. I'm gaining it.
But yeah, I mean, we appreciate again you guys for everything and supporting and following. So if you can continue to do so, and if you haven't already, probably sounds so annoying, but please like and subscribe our episodes. Tune into anything on Instagram. Try to be as active as possible. But yeah, it's, you know, we're moving and grooving, and I feel like everything's heading in a great direction, and I feel solid. You know, Cole's made merch for us, and we're just doing our thing. Yeah, stand up, show the camera. It's a logo he hates. I love it, but he
And we got
hates it.
some stickers too. And if anybody wants some free stickers, just hit us up.
Yeah, you know what? We'll do.
Actually, there you go. Kenji's got them right there.
Yeah, you know what we'll do is we'll do like a little giveaway thing. If you want stickers, we'll make a post and you have to like it and share it and do all this shit so you can get a sticker. Sounds annoying, but we're trying to grow. We're trying to get bigger. We're trying to do our thing, and we want people to hear us. I know people would resonate with us and fuck with us, especially people in our neighborhood, because we all kind of grew up the same. So spread the word. Get us out there. You know, anything to take us out.
Well, always appreciate all the views, all the likes, everybody who does all that stuff. Just keep doing it. It really helps us out. That little one click, where's the like button? Down there. Just click that like button and the subscribe button, wherever it is over here. It helps us out a ton.
Watch it be reversed. And he's going to get wrong, and they're like, oh, this,
Now you
fucking,
got it right.
this
Fuck.
fucking idiot.
Yeah, but for
I'm
you
just
guys,
kidding.
it's a click. For us, it means a lot because it puts us out in the algorithm. And can't thank you guys enough. Thank you, Kenji. Now he's sitting in. He's doing a lot. Like it's gonna be. We're starting to turn the ship. Ship's turning, different direction. and-
Wheels are moving, and
yeah.
it's going great. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you, Kenji. Thank you to everybody that continues to watch and supports, and we love you. We appreciate you.
Until next episode.
Peace.
Out.